Hey everyone, Lex Albrecht with Sena, and this is the 50C. If you want to film your rides and share the experience with friends back home, or you want to get into moto vlogging, this is a really cool product that I think you're going to be very interested in. The 50C is a product that is part of Sena's Quantum Series lineup that all feature mesh intercom and sound by Harman Kardon. The super cool thing about the 50C is definitely its 4K ultra high definition camera. You can not only record your rides, but the 50C will also record the intercom conversation over the intercom network.
Perfect, good job, brother. I'm going to back shift into second. We're going to look through the corner. Get your eyes up, not in front of the bike. Get your eyes up.
Okay, so let's take a look inside and then I'm going to show you how to use the 50C. It comes in this really nice packaging. You open it up and right away you'll see the 50C device. If you're familiar with Sena's other products, you'll be able to tell that it looks quite a bit like the 50S, which is also part of Sena's Quantum Series lineup. It just doesn't feature the 4K camera. So now I'm going to show you how to use the 50C. When you first get it, to turn it on, all you have to do is press the jog dial and then hold the phone button at the same time for about 1 second. The very first time that you turn the device on, it will automatically go into phone pairing mode. And you can tell that it's in phone pairing mode because this tiny little light will blink red and blue. If you don't want to pair your mobile phone right away, you can just exit this feature by tapping the jog dial. Later on, when you are ready to pair your mobile phone, all you have to do to get back into that option is press and hold the phone button for 5 seconds. To turn the volume up, just scroll the dial backwards, and to turn the volume down, scroll it forwards. If you want to listen to your music while you're riding, all you have to do is press and hold the jog dial for 1 second, and then your phone's playlist will begin. It will pick up where it last left off. If you want to scroll through your music, just press and hold the jog dial as you turn it, and it will scroll backwards and forwards through the playlist. To connect your 50C to other devices so that you can speak to other riders over intercom, you have 2 options. The 50C is equipped with Sena's renowned mesh intercom network. Mesh uses a 2.4 gigahertz signal, and that is very high. The higher the frequency, the more information that can be transferred over the air. More information means superior sound quality, and that's why mesh offers such good sound. To turn the mesh network on, open up the antenna, and behind it you'll find the mesh intercom button. Tap it 1 time, and your device will automatically connect to the mesh network and seek out any other devices that are in the area on the same channel. You can tell that your device is connected to the mesh network because this little light will start flashing green. If ever you have interference because you're nearby other riders who aren't necessarily in your group, but they're on the same mesh frequency, all you have to do to change channels is tap the mesh button twice. You'll go into the mesh channel selection mode, go through the channels using the dial, and tap the dial to select the channel that you want. You have the option to choose between 9 different channels, so as long as you and your friends are on the same one, you'll be good. You also have the option to connect over Bluetooth intercom. Now, Bluetooth can connect up to a maximum of 4 people. This is an interesting option if you're riding with other people that have Sena devices that work with Bluetooth intercom only. To enter into Bluetooth pairing mode, press and hold the jog dial until you hear intercom pairing. This light will start blinking red. The other person that you're riding with that you want to connect to will need to do the exact same thing. One of you needs to tap the jog dial or the multifunction button depending on which unit you're using. Just keep in mind that Bluetooth intercom allows you to connect a maximum of 4 riders, whereas mesh intercom allows you to connect a theoretically unlimited number of riders. The mesh button has 2 other cool features. The first one is you can mute your mic by press and hold for 1 second. Finally, the mesh button will allow you to use the mesh reach out feature. Mesh reach out lets you send an audio invitation to nearby Sena users that have a mesh ready device to connect to mesh if they're not already connected. To send them that invitation, all you'll need to do is tap the mesh button 3 times. They'll hear a message inside of their helmet letting them know that you are inviting them to connect to the mesh. If they want to join, all they have to do is tap their mesh button once. Just be aware that you and any recipients of the invitation have to have this setting turned on using the Sena motorcycle app. You'll find the camera button on the underside of the 50C right here, and to turn the camera on, just tap it once. To turn the camera off, tap the camera button and the phone button at the same time. When the camera's on, to start recording, press and hold the camera button for 1 second. And to stop recording, press and hold the camera button for 1 second. To take a picture, you tap the camera button 1 time. Remember though, to record your adventure, you're gonna have to get a micro SD card. That's not included in the box. Open up the cover on the bottom and then you'll find the micro SD slot and put your card in there. Make sure that it's closed up nice and tight afterwards. To format your micro SD card, press and hold the camera button for 5 seconds. You'll hear Format SD card, and then press the phone button once. Then you'll hear SD card formatted. The 50C can record in 4K in 30 frames per second, and it can also record in 1080p in either 60 frames per second or 30 frames per second. So I want to talk a little bit about optics. Right here you have the horizon adjustment, which allows you to adjust the horizon up to 30 degrees so that you can have the perfect framing for your shot, no matter how your 50C is mounted on the helmet. One more thing that I want to talk about is talk time. When you're using Bluetooth intercom, the 50C will give you 22 hours of talk time. If you're using mesh intercom, you'll still get 12 hours of talk time. When you're recording with a camera, it's going to take more battery power, so you can record for up to 1 hour and 40 minutes on a full charge. And a full charge will take 2.5 hours of charging. Right next to the micro SD card slot is the charging port, and this works with USB-C cables. You can use the Wi-Fi USB-C cable that's included in the box, or just any USB-C cable. A useful feature that's common to all of the Quantum series products is that you can still use the device while it's plugged in. So if you have a USB charge port on your motorcycle, or you have a portable battery pack, you can just connect it there, and then you can record for a very long time. So that's about it for the 50C. This is a really cool product if you want to record your adventures and share them with friends, and also if you're looking for a solution to record intercom audio. If you have any questions, check the video description below, because I'm going to leave a link where you can get some tech support.